I want you. I mean, I'm doing what I said I built this platform on. And it's sometimes having those uncomfortable conversations. And one of these topics tonight is I'm going to dabble in, and I know it's going to be a little uncomfortable. Stay on the block. Okay? It's but it's not right. Brittany, I'm so sorry that you had to experience this. I just don't even have words. But you're an amazing woman. And I'm sorry, Kenya, when you tried to justify it and say she signed a lease and it's just documentation. I'm sorry, it's not. Brittany buried what she wanted to have buried and sealed to never be opened, no matter what the case may be. So whatever private investigator you hired is illegal, and they did what they did because they knew how to get beyond the gates of what she put on them. And you wanted that because you wanted to go to hell, like Cynthia said. So it wasn't. Because you wanted to go to hell, like Cynthia said. What's going on, y'all? It's a Wednesday, and yes, your boy is here. Yeah, we're here. We're just chilling today. We're going live. I was out already today. Felt good in what I looked in. So I said, you know what? Let's do it. We're going live. So whoever comes in the room comes in. What's going on, Ray? So if I see the crew, I'm glad y'all are in. If you're not, it's all right. You can watch this rewatch. But we have been engulfed, deep in a deep hole with Diddy. And look, it was just so much more going on. So, like, I just want to make sure I am covering the news of the news and the things of the things, okay? But today we just gonna talk. We're gonna touch some highlights. We're gonna talk about the BET Awards. We're gonna talk about Cenat. We're gonna talk about DDG and Halle. We're gonna talk about a streamer that was killed in Vegas. I don't know if y'all have heard that. It was crazy. And then we're gonna talk about how R. Kelly was set up, okay? And then we're gonna do some other things, and just talk. You know, today is just a Wednesday, and let's have a convo, you know? Tomorrow will be Thursday. We will be back tomorrow, discovering and detecting this Diddy trial. So I just wanted to do something different today. What's up, sis? We early today. Well, today is just Wednesday, you know, and that's the thing. I know people like, wait a minute. It's not Thursday. I'm about to throw people off when they get this notification that I'm live. And then they're going to be like, it's not Thursday. And what time is it? It's 4:15. So we just chilling today. Wednesday. Y'all see, we're going to talk about the BET Awards. We're going to talk about the fashion. We're going to talk about the performances. And then we're going to get into some Cenat because he's been trending about things that have taken place at the BET Awards. And then we're going to dive into DDG and Halle. And then we're going to talk about a streamer that was killed in Vegas, because that's the developing story. And then we're going to talk about R. Kelly saying he was set up in jail, okay? Just a few days ago, R. Kelly and his team was trying to get Trump to do a pardon for him. But now R. Kelly is saying he was set up in jail, okay? So let me see. What'd you say, sis? Yeah, it's Wednesday. So we just chilling today. It's not a Thursday. I didn't come in with it. It's Wednesday. Yeah, I know. So that's why we're gonna do this today. And I'm off work. So like I said, y'all will be getting more of me, and I'm gonna engage in with y'all. And we're just gonna talk today. We're gonna talk, all right? So first things first. I'm gonna go ahead and share some screens. We're gonna get into this BET Award. Is this the Instagram I want? No, that's me. Here we go. All right. So, BET Awards 2025. How did y'all feel about the BET Awards? I must say, I thought it was very, very interesting, in a good way. Because let me be honest with y'all, it's been a minute since we've had a good BET Awards. And I've just been like, oh, come on, can we get something? So it was good to really get a great award show that I feel like is on the level of what everybody else has been doing. Shout out to Kevin Hart and his team this year. If they were behind the bringing the production to life, it was good. The BET Awards this year was good. It was good than what it has been in a long time. And there's some topics in there I'm going to talk about. Like Glorilla winning the Gospel Award. Beat me up. I love Glow. I love Glorilla. Was that the award for her? No. I don't even think she realized that she was winning her first BET Award and it happened to be a Gospel Award. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into some fashions. We're going to get into some performances. Okay, let's just get into it because we're going to get into it. Jumping off with the first thing. So, the 106 & Park tributes were crazy. Now, a lot of people were like, well, why are we only doing certain people? Why is it that, people were a little confused on why certain acts were chose to be the opening acts. Well, I was okay with it. To be honest with you, I was really okay. Oh, we're going to come back to him. I was okay. I truly enjoyed B2K. They took the stage. We got to remember the time and the era that 106 & Park and the people that it put on. This was a lot of people from my time. Like my B2K, Bow Wow, T.I., all the songs that they had, I think were great. Ballin', I mean, that was my song. I just think it was good. I like how there was no one person open it. We opened it up by paying homage to 106 & Park. The only performance that I think that I had problem with is this one right here. Come on, Kiki. We all knew it. You know what I mean? But was it okay? So the performance was singing along to every single 106 & Park hit that came out. I just don't think in on some of these comments. All right, so this is not what I'm saying. This is what the people are saying. Definitely not easy to sing a song. Her pitch, it's difficult. One to recreate. She looks good and sounds great. All right. Someone also said she saw y'all comments and said, okay, bet. Okay. Someone else said they don't make them like they made us millennials. Not aging a lick. All right. Yes, we love her. The song is timeless. Absolutely. Some more. Let's see. Good. She's okay. So the people are feeling A-Marie. The people are feeling A-Marie. All right. Just wasn't the greatest, but the people are feeling A-Marie. So right here, Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug were on the red carpet, and mind you, he came in all of this fur, from a face mask that didn't really make sense to me to a neck piece that looked like the tail of a raccoon, and then this big bag that, from what I'm looking at right here, looked like a duck. I don't know. I don't know what this is with Young Thug, but what I didn't like is that you pulling on her. I don't think anybody had, okay, good, perfect, let's see. So they pulled up, they got to the red carpet, he shook somebody called her name. She wanted to go back and turn around. He gave a finger. He told her no. And at this point, I don't know what you telling her, but she clearly wanted to go back. But you pulling her down the carpet. You are pulling her down the carpet. Now, I don't know what this bag is. It's a duck. Look at the mask. The tail of the duck is on his chest. He was pissed off by somebody. Look, somebody over here said, yeah, he was dragging her. It was definitely giving how their relationship is in real life. She should be embarrassed. Yeah, like all of this, Young Thug was upset of the reporters at the BET Awards. So probably a reporter said something to him that he just didn't like, which I get. You know, you're fresh out, coming back in. You're not going to like what everybody says. So you kind of want to have a rebuttal. But I just think that the BET Awards was just not the place for that to happen. Especially you being just fresh out. It just did not come off. Like, it just didn't come off good. So, Mariah the Scientist, the people want to know, let's have a real conversation, if this is how you really are out here in these streets, girl. Don't let him pull on you. I mean, because at that point, he kind of should have just put a leash the way he was aggressively trying to pull you down the red carpet instead of just like letting you go, do your thing, and waiting right there. Whatever his issue was with the reporters didn't have nothing to do with you, and that just didn't look good for you. So if I could have a real conversation with you, sis, and tell you don't let that happen again, okay? Because at that point he should have just wrapped the leash around your neck and just your neck and just pulled on you. It was giving very much come now, like I said, like just wasn't it. And Young Thug, we know that you out here are getting back in the streets. You just fought a RICO case, and Brian still got you out here at the BET Awards. But show your face. Don't be ashamed. Because that was kind of a weird move. I didn't get the look. The mask just looked like it was just all done an hour before the show started. You took the tail off the bag, and I guess you didn't want people to really know you was going to be stepping out in public. That's kind of what it was giving me. I could be wrong, but it just did look like you wanted to not be noticed. But we noticed you because we know Mariah the Scientist, and we know that y'all are a thing. So it all added up when you gave the bird, and just we were like, oh, okay, there he is. That's Young Thug. That Thug's back out, and I'm not. I don't be trying to be like, oh, that Thug, because I don't like how they already label us that. But your name is Young Thug, so Thug's walking the carpet. And it gave very Thug mentality by just giving us the big bird. It just you were pissed at that reporter, and you said, screw you. So don't know really what was said. Maybe somebody can drop it in. Let me know if you knew what was said. But I'm gonna run and go get a charger really quickly. And I'm gonna loop this video so y'all can get ready for Let's Have a Convo. It's coming real soon. All right. So yes, Let's Have a Convo, the podcast is coming this summer. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We go live every Thursday, but we're also going to be on your algorithms Monday through Friday. All right. We're trying to make sure that we get in and on your TV screens, in your algorithms and on your phones. And the best way we can do that is if y'all like, comment, and share this video. If you share any other video that's in my portfolio down there, you can see all of the good work that I've put out here to this wonderful world that we are taking back, right? Yeah, it's a lot going on in the world today, so please stay safe. Wear your mask if you need to. Take your vitamins, do the things that you got to do because, again, it's a lot going on. And we just want to be healthy and we want to be in good tiptoe shape. But the podcast is coming this summer. And you know what? The podcast is going to be very much just me being uncandid in conversation. Over here on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Instagram and all the things that we're on, I have to be a certain way. Okay, I have to talk a certain way. I have to make sure I deliver a certain way. And that just could be a lot. It could be a lot. So I want to make sure that I can have a place where I could just unfilteredly be me. And that's what the podcast, Let's Have a Convo, is going to do. It's going to give me the chance to just be and do me. It's going to be really fun. Conversations will be fun. Some will be quick. Some will be long. Some will be deep. Some will be crying. But it's just all about having good conversation. Let's have a convo. Okay, let's do it. So I'm excited about it. I'm going to have special guests, people that you don't know, that you will get to know. And then if God permits, we're going to put it in the atmosphere. We're going to have some people that you just will be like, oh my God, Kay, you got an interview? Yes. Okay, because he's going to make all things happen, right? So I'm just excited about the journey and where it's going to take me. I'm trying to make sure, y'all, that I keep right. Okay. So I'm just excited about the journey and where it's going to take me. And just one person at a time. I'm ready to get back into my bag of, interviewing people. It's time. So I've been trying to find different ways to give you guys some good, amazing content with just it being not all of that edited and scripted and it just doing what it do. So I think I want to bring live conversations like I do with the guests and we film it live and it just goes up. It goes up. It's live. I'll open up the comments for y'all to have comments and questions at the end of the interview. But it'll just go up. And I think it's different. I know a lot of people want to do things more of the professional way and they come in and they sit down and we record the interview and then we put it out. But I think I just like the real raw of a real conversation. And real conversations don't have to be, it can be filmed, don't get me wrong, but it to be live and just right here, I think that's the route that I really want to go. So we're gonna bring the content right to the stage. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Hey, good luck. How are you? Hey, Auntie. I see a few of y'all in the building. Shout if you come in and say something and say what's up to your boy. I'll make sure I shout you out. But yeah, we're getting ready to do some amazing things. So, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to all things Konversation with K. I'm just excited. We're going to do a live show this year. So if you are in the California area, specifically the Bay Area, because we're going to bring it to the Bay, K Live in the Bay, okay? The tentative date that we praying that we just stick to, and I know you shouldn't talk about your date, until it's really locked in, confirmed, but guess what? I'm manifesting it. I'm going to get this date confirmed. Somebody's calling me. So I don't know where my phone is, but we'll get that. But yes, we're going to bring it, and I'm shooting. All right, I'm projecting the date to be around November, because November is our anniversary month. And I think it's only right to try to stick to the same timing. But we're going to do a live show the day after Thanksgiving. That's what I'm shooting for. A blackout show. All right? We're going to do blackout live, late night. It probably won't be late night. I don't know. But everything's not a late night. It's just a conversation with K. It's just a live conversation. I got so many great things in mind that I'm so excited to do. But we're going to do it. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. P. Hey. No, you're never late. Okay? Just glad that you came in and graced our presence is all that I could ever ask for. All right? So, Lady P is in the building, part of the crew. We're excited about that. So the crew, I just knew y'all were gonna pop in at some point. I shouted y'all out in the beginning. I knew that the crew was gonna pop in at some point. But we are here. Okay, so we're here. We're talking about the BET Awards. We're talking about okay, we're talking about the BET Awards and how exciting it was. Let's dive in some more with the BET Awards, okay? So, let's talk about the looks. Now, we're going to go into some looks for the BET Awards, okay? Let's go into some looks. We're going to zoom out here a little bit. Now, I wonder what made them put them together. So we're going to talk about these looks, right? Let's get into some looks, okay? So the first look, Ciara, Ciara. Now, it's an all-black look. The leather is like of a whip. You know, like that's the material on the skirt, and that thing that's dragged all out. It's not feathers, it's like strips of leather. I love this look. Ciara is gonna always stay true to her aesthetic. The Atlanta hat, the jewelry, the top. It's very much BET Awards. You're not going to an Oscars where we're asking everybody to be this prestigely dressed up. Kevin just wanted it to be a black tie. He wanted us to look good, feel good, and be outside. So I absolutely think this was a good look. Now, this was a good look. Okay. I'm going to give Ciara a 10 out of 10. We'll give Ciara, well, okay, maybe I'm giving it a little too high. I'm going to give her an 8 out of 10. Because it still could have the top could have did something different. It kind of feels streetwear from the waist up and then award from the waist down. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's given. But I like it. I do like it. It's who Ciara is and who she's always, showed us to be. Okay, there we go. So y'all can see it. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was, small down there in the corner. But this is Ciara's look. And I must say that it's a good look. It's a good look. 8 out of 10. All right, B2K. I really don't have anything to say, but they follow the assignment. Kevin Hart said black tie. They all showed up in their version of a black tie. I like Raz B the most, probably because of the hat. But I like J Boog's look. I like the jacket that J Boog has. I like Raz B's entire look. I like J Boog's jacket. I like Omarion's detail to his suit. And Lil Fizz, it's nice. It looks good. But what I mean by Omarion's detail to his suit is that if you get into Omarion's suit, hold on, let me get into it for y'all. If you get into Omarion's suit, okay, hold on, let me scoot on up. I gotta scoot up just a little bit. Okay. Because, sometimes when you're trying to just do certain things, you got to just scoot up to the screen. So if you get into the detail of his suit, oh, it ain't let me get, but he's got these rhinestones, okay? He's got these rhinestone kind of things going on. I like that. I really do like that look. I think it's really it's a nice look. I don't want to call another man cute or say what's cute, but it's dope. It's dapper. It's very handsome. B2K, I think y'all did y'all thing. I'm gonna definitely give B2K, the group. We'll give them. Let's do them an 8 out of 10. Let's do an 8 out of 10. They all look good for the ages that they are. And it's just, you can't knock them. He's some good looking man. They are. All right, Doechii. Doechii. What do y'all think about Doechii's look? Now, like the color. For a minute, I was like, is this baby fat? No, that ain't baby fat. What is it? Does anybody know that brand? MIU? MIU? Okay, well, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to... Okay, it's a no. Okay, I thought so. It was a no for me too. I just didn't. I don't know who that brand is. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. Had a little coughing moment. Had to get it together. I don't see it here for this outfit. I just ah ah I'm sorry, Doechii. Doechii, I'm gonna have to give this outfit here about a 5 out of 10. I know y'all might kill me and eat me up for that, but I don't see it. I just don't see it. Oh wait, we gonna get back to Mariah. Okay. The next look, Mario. 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 There's only one way to do right. Right? Right. Mario. 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 Y'all get into this look. Get into this look. The shirt, the pants, the glasses, the accessories, the brooch. Mario did it right. I like this. You got it right, sir. Whoever styled you, they got it right. It looks good with the background. I mean, if you ask me, Mario was best male dress of the night. There, I said it. I said it. Mario is best male dress of the night. The shirt, the brooch, the pants, the rings, the glasses. Hey, and he looks good. So, hey, Mario, 10 out of 10. I think he served a look, 10 out of 10. Cash Doll and Habuski. All right. It was one of my favorite couples. It didn't wow me. It was cute. Very much BET Awards. But I'll definitely give them about a 9 out of 10 for the couples. Because I've seen some other couples. Maybe they'll be in this slide. I don't know. But them other couples, I just probably would say maybe next time. Okay, we gotta miss the mark on some of these up. Here we go. Here's one. Now I get where the family was going. I don't know. I don't know if it was the color for me. Because I feel like everybody should have stepped out like Mama and had the blue be the accent color. But we should have been like in the all white with the blue trimming. And I love how she did the back. It was cute. They look good as a family. The baby she is adorable. She is adorable. She looks like her mom and looks like T.I. too, to me. T.I. came out during the 106 in Park show. He shut it down. So we're going to give them a 10 out of 10. I just didn't like the color. I would want to probably switch the color. Glorilla! Now, yeah, Glow. Love the dress. Hate the hair. I'm sorry. I love the dress. Maybe a different hairstyle. Maybe a different hairstyle. What are y'all thoughts? Is it the dress? Yes to the dress, no to the hair, or yes to the hair and yes to the dress? I need to know. Leave it in the comments. If you're live, pull it up on the screen now. But if not, make sure you let me know, what was it about Glow? I love the dress. It's the hair for me. Yeah, that leg tattoo is fire. Definitely fire. But it's the hair. I don't know. It's the hair. It's the hair. Kiki! That's my girl! But girl. Now, Kiki, you normally don't disappoint me. And I'm not saying you disappointed me. But it wasn't my favorite look from you tonight. All right? I still love you, sister. I do. 8 out of 10. Busta, I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10 because I love the entire look of it. Mona, don't get. Keisha, this was a 10 out of 10 for me. This was a 10 out of 10, out of 10, out of 10, out of 10, out of 10. I truly, truly enjoyed the dress. It was everything. Yeah. This was a 10 out of 10. This was a 10 out of 10. What's his name again? What is his name again? Kiki was basic. What's his name again? Anybody know his name? I forgot. But for me, that's 2 Chainz? Child. I had a little Kai Cenat moment. Well, 2 Chainz is going to get about a 2 for this outfit. Yeah, 2 out of 10. It looked like he pulled it out of the closet. He said, the BET Awards today? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pull out these linen pants, my Indiana Jones jacket, throw on some latex gloves, grab my 2 Chainz, and let me go hit the carpet. Let me go hit the carpet. Yeah, he didn't care at all. He didn't really put no thought. He told his stylist that they didn't have to come in for today. I'm going to just rock what I got. I can't even see the shoes. The color is blue! Snoop Dogg, our icon of the night. Hmm. Okay. We appreciate you, Uncle Snoop. We appreciate you for what you've done to the culture, the community. We love you, Miss Snoop. I know that was so disrespectful, but I don't know her name like that. I know she's really big in the community, and she does a lot of amazing work. Just forgive me for not knowing your name, but I know that you do a lot of amazing things. You guys look great. You look great. You look great. I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you look great. You look great. You look great. Y'all look good. Y'all look good. Kaylani, hang it up. Now, what? I mean, she didn't even look happy. I'm sorry. Hold on. She didn't even look. The dress. Hubby said no. Hubby said no. He said she missed the mark kind of on this dress. She missed the mark on this one. Hubby said no. So, Kaylani, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go ahead and give you a no out of 10. Yeah, that's a no out of 10. That's a no out of 10. It just, no, it didn't do. Ashanti! So she stuck with the black tie. She clearly came onto the carpet to let y'all know I'm not pregnant. In spite of what Keisha Cole tried to air out on the Breakfast Club, I'm not pregnant. Okay? I am actually here to serve. And she was our first opening act for the 106 & Park tribute for the opening BET Awards. So it was really good to see Ashanti come out and show the girls and be like, hey, I am here. We may be working on baby number 2, but it ain't happening yet. But while I get there, I am still snatched, okay? Chi-Chi's looking good. She looks very demure, very polished. Look like she hasn't aged a bit. Ashanti, you look great. You look great. Shout out to her and Nelly on baby number 1. And hopefully we'll get a baby number 2. Okay, but it has not been confirmed by this look right here. Okay, from this look right here, Keisha, you got it wrong. Shabuzi! It's country. 8 out of 10. The host himself, he came in his dapper thin black tie. One thing I know about Kevin Hart is that suit and everything he got on is expensive as shiza. So I'm not even there for, I'm here for it. It looks good. It's not really nothing you can judge. It's just a black tie. Black suit, bow tie, very demure. His wife, on the other hand, she looks a little uncomfortable. I'm sorry. She does. They shouldn't have got this one out there. Revolt posted this one, so I'm just on Revolt's page. I typed in BT Awards, and they was the first one that had the looks. But yeah. Someone says she looks a little loaded and pissed off, allegedly. Wow. Hopefully, everything is great over there in the Hart house. But he was a great host this year. I enjoyed Kevin Hart. I enjoyed all his little moments. Even when he went ahead and decided to borrow Usher's jacket and be back there on the back. Kevin Hart is funny. Some people really don't think he's funny, but it's like, it's just who he is. And he not trying to be anything different than who he is. But he's really short. Okay, we've seen that a lot tonight with the BET Awards. And Kerry Washington, I must say, you looked amazing tonight. You looked good. Shout out to Kerry Washington. But Kevin Hart is good. He was a good host. It was good to have him as the host. Here we go. Let's look at some more looks. So these are some more fashions. Let's do it. From regal to grown radiant smiles, this queen just walked on the red carpet and owned it. Don't know who she was. Let's go to BET's page. Let's see if they posted some of the looks. This was a funny moment. Oh no, so this wasn't it. This is just Jordan Sparks. Love Jordan Sparks dress. It was really cute. Bow Wow was out there hosting it. Bow Wow could have did a little bit something better too. From just the Prada necktie to the simple white shirt to the Prada shoes and probably Prada pants. He was just Prada out. It just didn't scream nothing but Prada. Oh, happy birthday, Tim's. So it was her birthday. Um, this is all about her. Okay. Yes, I just heard about this. This is so sad. Shout out to Amanda Lewis. May she fly and rest in paradise. Okay. Cam Newton did not understand the assignment. I don't know why y'all put him first, but we're gonna get into it. Tyler Perry loved it. It was nice. I like the jacket. It's Louis Vuitton. I'm pretty sure the pants are Louis Vuitton. Pharrell is pushing out, and people are supporting because Pharrell is the brand. 10 out of 10 for Tyler. La Roche. Okay, I didn't see you, but I'm just now seeing you. Okay. I'll give La Roche I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. His face is starting to look different than what he started. It's no shade. I'm just being honest. Okay. Rob 49. This look is dope. I like the scarf. I like the blazer. I like the abstract cuts in it. I like the colors. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. A strong 8 out of 10. Yeah. Sean Bankhead. I want it. 10 out of 10. I like this. And that's like that's that material. I knew it. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot, sir. I'd wear that. 10 out of 10. Duran Bernard. Love this red. It's red. It's rose petals. I love the oversized baggy kind of look. I love the shirt. I love how it comes out of the jacket, like the cuffs kind of like hit right at the knuckles. Love that. Love. 10 out of 10. I'm going to definitely ride for this one. 10 out of 10. Jamal Roberts. It's what we've seen all American Idol. Baby oiled up, chest out. It's what he's going to give. I think this is going to be kind of his signature for the industry. Just use a different oil than baby oil, okay? We hope that you're using like cocoa butter or something of that nature. Don't be out here baby oiled up. Be cocoa buttered, okay? But we're really proud of Jamal. He is our American Idol winner for 2025. I voted like crazy, okay? I wasn't going to let that pass up. We needed Jamal. But I really do think that this is going to be his look for the industry. Not to say that there's nothing, anything wrong with it, but it's interesting. Okay, it's interesting, to say the least. All right? But it was simple. Okay, DeVale Ellis. All right. Love the black coat. The white coat with the black trim. 10 out of 10. He A. Speedy Mormon. It looks 5 out of 10. Skilla Baby. 2 out of 10. B2K. 10 out of 10. 2 Chainz. 2 out of 10. Robin Thicke. Because he followed the assignment. He out here, chest out, looking a little red on the chest. Still looks good for his age. Robin Thicke's will give you a 9 out of 10. Jacob Lattimore, 10 out of 10. I love the crushed velvet on the lapels, all of that. It's a nice look. 10 out of 10. He followed the assignment. Drewski. At certain points, his jacket was a little too small for him. Still think it is a little bit, but it's nice. Sometimes I can't know when to take him serious, so I don't know if this is a part of his character. But the crop top suit from Fashion Nova, it worked. It worked. It looks really good. He could have did an iron, took it to the iron for a quick or a good steam, because it looks a little, like steamed down here, yeah. So about a 7 out of 10. Bow Wow. I'm sorry, just the product wasn't enough for me. I know it was expensive, but we're going to give you a 7 out of 10. And you, my fellow Pisces, I kind of expect you to kind of show up a little bit more but I get it. You want to be comfortable as possible. I've known this thing when men put their hands in their pants in the front and kind of pull up. The pants are a little too tight and they don't want to show off any bulge packaging and things like that. So make sure you kind of get a more size so you can feel a little more comfortable. If you're not going to wear the suit to let it wear you, that's what suit and, all that's supposed to do. It's supposed to wear you. You're not supposed to wear it. It's supposed to fit on to you. So if you don't want all that stuff to be showing, because you put your hands in your pocket to kind of give some air there, you can change it up. All right, we got to get through the other ones. Let's see. Oh, okay. They didn't have Cam Newton in this lineup, but y'all wanted to use him for that intro? Child, because they knew they was wrong. Cam Newton's outfit was a 1 out of 10. And that's because I like the hat. Okay? They said Black Love at the BET Awards. So let's shout out to all the couples. Kevin Hart and Ineko. DeVale and Kay. Oh, yes, dressed. Hold on. I didn't see this one. She said, yeah, my new show, Divorce Sisters, is coming out. My man is already in Sisters and Zatima. So, it was everything. This is everything, girl. Okay. To Taylor Coles and LaToya Luckett. Love the color coordination. Oh, Shy and KJ. I love them. And she gave us her gender reveal right on the red carpet. She didn't even do it knowingly because she wanted to have a whole gender reveal. But that's why I think it's always best for you as the mother and the father, if you don't want to know the sex, that you don't go find out. So you don't accidentally do a slip up. But congratulations to them. They are welcoming a baby girl when her arrival comes. They look amazing. I love the big baggy suit that he wears. Every time never mind. I love them. They're really amazing. They're cute together. Love them. Love, 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 love the Brat and Judy. Let me tell you, baby, she was squeezed up in this corset, okay? The Brat's outfit is giving me very much, it's a movie that I can't put my finger on it, but it's a movie. And her look is giving me that. And don't get me wrong, I would wear the Brat's look, okay? I would definitely wear the Brat's look. But I would probably not wear it to the BET Awards. It didn't really mesh with Judy's look. Yes! Waterworld. I think that's the one. Waterworld. It just looks very much... And Mad Max. Yes, that's one too. It very much is given that time and that era. Fifth Element. It just doesn't complement her wife that well. And I think they should have kind of had a conversation about that. So, Judy, next time, I want you to take full control. Okay? Okay. Love you, girl. Melissa Fredericks and Kevin Fredericks. All right for the Fredericks. They look good. Very saved. Love the blue. Hallelujah. D Nice and Jennifer Freeman. Okay. It's nice. All right. So, they was clowning Tyler Perry. Yeah. Everybody groove your body and move. It's something that's gonna make you move. Anything to make you song all night. On and on and on and on and on and on and on. Listen, they was clowning my uncle, but y'all better back up, okay? Because that's what it looks like when you're feeling good. You got the #1 movie in America. You're going to continue to keep on these haters. This is what it looks like. And I don't care what you say. Tyler Perry is in his bag of I don't care. And if I was on Patreon, I would say something else. But the I don't care era looks good on you, Unc. You keep on, because I'm going to come right next to you and be shimming right next to you. Soon as I get away to get on over there with Tyler Perry, I want to be a part of the family. And I don't care. I don't know what age it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Mark my words. You will see me in a production with Tyler Perry before I leave this earth. Okay? I'm going to make sure of that. But he is one of a kind. Y'all was eating him up for this. He said some amazing, amazing words. I wonder, all right. So Tia, she looks good. She's out here on these streets. I love to see her. Y'all know I'm just going through. We're almost done with the BET Awards. A-Marie, this dress, I hated it. Let's see what they was talking about.
It was only right. I had to holler at A-Marie. She's a part of the big night tonight. We got something big planned for them tonight.
No, you were awesome too. I was in there jamming. You didn't see me in rehearsals, but I was dancing.
I will say this. You were like the only artist out of this whole thing that stood there the whole time and was really grooving. Like the awards started during rehearsals for you.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was. Because for me, it's like a nostalgic, but it's also like celebrating each other.
But at the same time, I'm just not. I wasn't a fan of her performance. Yeah, I wasn't. Where's this picture? We need to see Cam. Matter of fact, because I'm pretty sure it's on his page. Pretty sure. Oh, he ain't posted it yet? Okay. He ain't posted it yet. I need Cam Newton's Newton BET Awards. Okay, Cam Newton BET Awards. We're gonna look this up. Here it is! Found ya! Sir. I wanted to review this fashion for the BET Awards and then saw Cam Newton and said, nah, I might try next year. I bet you did. I bet you did. Cam. What are we doing here? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Don't like the print. Don't like how tight it is. Don't like. I just 1 out of 10. This is not it. This is not it. This is not it. Try again, and at first you don't succeed. This should be fired. So he's getting ready to get a spinoff show called 106 in Sports. Yeah. But look at this outfit. Oh, we're going to come back to this. We're going to come back to this. We're going to come back to that. As a matter of fact, we're going to hit this. But Cam Newton, no, sir. No. No, and no. Okay. So, really quickly, the BET Awards. Let me just let him talk. There he is again. Let's listen to Dietrich and see what he has to say.
Music industry needs an overhaul, period. After last night's show, it's an indicator that we just need a complete reset. Like what are we doing? Are we allowing this to happen over and over again and wonder why the gospel music industry is dying? Come on, man. In order to have something different, you have to do something different.
Okay.
So we need people in the room that know gospel music, that's in the trenches of gospel music, that's advocating for the genre as a whole and not one particular person.
Okay.
It's already a small genre. Okay. So it's hard for us to watch the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Award being given to somebody that's not in our space.
Okay.
Right? No disrespect to to the artist.
We know
But
Dietrich, but
that's
you're
not
calling
the
it
space
out
she's in.
because you're Dietrich Haddon.
And so it makes it discouraging, disappointing, and it
For
takes
you.
the wind out of all of it.
And a lot of
the
you, 'cause
gospel music industry needs an overhaul, period.
Okay.
After last night's show.
So what Dietrich Haddon is talking about here is because last night, or excuse me, Monday at the BET Awards, Glorilla got the award for the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Icon Award, or whatever they call it, but it was the Gospel Award. Now, the following day, Dietrich Haddon went to social media and he said, you know, we've got to stop this. We've got to stop putting people in our spaces that are not in our spaces. Our space is already small. The gospel, we need a whole new overhaul reset. We need to look at what we're doing, assess at what we're doing, because we're not out here winning awards like we need to be winning awards, okay? We're not out here doing the Lord's work because we're not winning awards. We're not living blessed lives because we're not winning the awards. I love Dietrich Haddon. I have nothing against this man at all, not a piece of bone in my body. But I did not agree with Glorilla winning the Gospel Award for the one gospel song that's on her entire rap album. That album was not even considered in to be gospel. It was an album that was hip-hop that featured a gospel song. So BET, you did mess up there. You had a lot of gospel artists that you could have put in that category, that you could have, had up there with Mike and the other people, but instead, you guys wanted to go the route of bringing in an artist that did a song for the genre. Now, the B part to that Dietrich Haddon was also saying, because I'm going to call it out. Everyone else may want to read between the lines, but you know, over here on Conversation with K, we have real conversations. So the B part of that, and I know that this is his brother in the gospel, but the B part of that Dietrich Haddon was calling out was that we also have other gospel artists in the industry other than Kirk Franklin. All you guys want to do is honor Kirk Franklin like he's the only one that's keeping gospel music alive. Here's my thing. Love Uncle Kurt. Uncle Kurt is the one that's doing it. Uncle Kurt is the one that's bridging the hip-hop, the R&B, putting the two together, and still staying relevant while doing that. Uncle Kurt is going into the jails and giving us an all-men's chorus with Maverick City. Uncle Kurt is going on tour and bringing other gospel artists on the road with him. Uncle Kurt is continuously doing things to doing that are being heard of. Not that he's boasting about it, but the people are excited about what Uncle Kurt is doing. Now, Dietrich, I don't know what it is that you feel that we are owed unto you, or what is owed unto you, or to the other gospel artists. But you don't hear very much names ring of many gospel artists that are doing it. You got your Dietrich, you got your Pastor Mike, and you got your Kiera. Okay? Because a lot of you guys have took on this mentality that the church is only for the church. And a lot of you guys won't go into some of these places because you're worried about what people will say. Now, I know Dietrich Haddon has been one that is very much bending the line and the bar for gospel music to be integrated into different things and music just to be music. But what I'm hearing here is you're upset that it's not you or any other people that you know, but what are you and the other people doing? Okay? I think I seen Hezekiah Walker in there talking about how all of his accolades. But without a choir, Mr. Walker. And I would still like to see you showing up. I would still like to see you mixing in. Y'all get the point. Kirk lives a life like he got on that stage and said, I am not a perfect Christian. I'm not a perfect man. I haven't been a perfect husband. I'm not perfect. But God still finds a way to make sure I'm used. And all the people that have something to say, I think he said it in his speech. At the end, he said it. It was just, so I'm just like, yes, we get it. She should have not won the award for gospel artists this year. Can we let that go? But also, who else is doing it? Nobody else decided to take the Clark sisters on a tour, and they've toured and they've been on shows and stage, but Kirk. What I want the gospel music and I want Christians to stop doing is finding everything a competitive competition when we're supposed to be doing what we're doing for Christ. And yes, it feels good to get your accolades. I'm not taking that away. But when you make the accolades bigger than the moment, or wanting the accolades more than wanting what the moment was about, we've got a question to try to figure out. And the one thing that people going to try to come for me right away when I'm trying to talk about something, oh, well, you're gay and your lifestyle that you're living. Well, guess what? That ain't it. Try again. Come again with something else. There was a comment that I got to highlight because I seen it. And I know this person. And I want to read this. So this is everyone here who lost complained online. Got it. And they said that very quick. And you know, the thing about it is, he left without a trophy. Sheesh. It's an unplied contest. It's always been. I would have known. Okay. Right. So, you know, sometimes his wife be in these comments too. She claps back. Okay, I didn't see her in this one. But this comment right here. Can you share my reenactment? Now, there's his wife. You see that Just Hilarious meme? Yeah, she's clocking it for her husband. But this comment right here says, that's the real issue. We're more focused on recognition and the awards when the true purpose of gospel music is to share the message of Jesus Christ and to take it beyond the walls of the church. Kiara Shears said it and in an interview today that our job as believers is to be a fisher of men. Her songs had more reach. Don't be mad at Glorilla or BET. Next time, cast a bigger net. Oh! We can't be mad at Glorilla. Because what she did was a job. And she took the message beyond four walls. And put a little beat to it. And made it for who she knew it would receive and the message would go to. That's how we reach them. Jesus was not just one to sit in the church and look and be by the golds and sit by the finest things. And this ain't that type of conversation. You know, we ain't over here to do that, but I ain't never ashamed. But it's like we get so focused on the wrong things. As gospel artists, we should have been applauding her for reaching a generation that we couldn't reach. Or reaching a group of people that we couldn't reach. Can we have a real conversation? Because that's the thing. If I decide, and when I do decide, and when it is going to come, I'm ready for whatever to come, because my job and what I'm doing is to share the message that no matter what they say about you, you can still be used, He still loves you. And he called you out. Many are called, but few are chosen. So what was done there was done because we can't deny of the impact that it made. And she knew even herself that I was nervous to call Uncle Kurt even for a feature because I knew how I rapped. He ain't God, but I have respect for the man of God. But I also knew that my community, where I'm from, a lot of people ain't picked up no other artists but Kurt Franklin. I don't hear in any other club a gospel song played more than I hear Stump. It don't matter who it is. It's the message. Won't y'all have a little bit of life and mix some of these trending TikToks with some of y'all lyrics? Oh, we better not do that. We are conforming to the world. We starting to be like them. Well, you can call it what you call it, but Jesus hung with them. And he did not have to conform and be like them in order to hang with them and to change and transform their lives. You've got to understand that we've got to get over this thing and stop making it about what the church should deserve. No, it is our job and our mission to be fishers of men. And I'm going to leave it right there, because I can feel that going to a whole nother place. But it just irks me because we got to stop that. We got to. You got to stop that. Okay. All right. So, back to the BT Awards. You know, I'm fine. And then the people that want to sit in the comments and condone it, you know, I get it. Stick beside them, because that's the vows that you took. But we also got to understand that it is definitely, it's so much bigger than that. If we can go on accepting and loving one another and stop putting each other down based off of who we in the bed with. Okay. DDG and Halle Bailey. You know, it's really sad in what's taking place with this couple. Because I know that firsthand co-parenting ain't easy when you have people that are, should I say, dealing with the loss of the relationship that there is no longer of. Co-parenting can get very ugly when we are tied up emotionally and mentally still to the person that we keep telling people, and even telling the person that I'm not in love with. That I'm not in love with you. I'm over you. I've been over you. Co-parenting can get very ugly when we involve other people and other mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers and aunties and uncles into a relationship that they weren't even in the bedroom when we got ready to conceive this baby. Co-parenting can get very ugly when you take it to social media because you want to go down the road of slandering, and you want the bitterness community of those people that are on the same page with you to jump on the bandwagon and say, you are talking now. Co-parenting can get ugly when all of the above happens. Co-parenting also can get very bad when two people don't realize that if we don't do this for our kid, we're doing them a disservice. And so what is happening here now with this co-parenting situation with DDG and Halle has not shocked me, but it has also let me know that it don't matter what level of fame you're on, okay? You gonna go through the problems just like I'm going down here on the level I am. You just got money to retain the lawyers and pay the fees and keep going to court until you get what you want. But I just wish we would, as parents that decide to take our children through the system, really stop and think about how this is going to affect and impact the child. Okay? DDG and Halle have publicly decided to let us know that it's just bad. Okay? We are not in a good place. Our mamas are involved. Text messages are being aired. And it's just not good. So right now, Halle Bailey claims a lot. The DDG attacked her, and she wanted a restraining order. Okay? Now, let's really And it is court documentation already on some of these things. But here it is. Okay. Here's my final piece. I remember at a time when the world first saw y'all. Y'all were so in love. I mean, so in love. To the point where I didn't think that it would have ever ended this way. We loved Halle and DDG. It was just so cute to see them together. So to see where they're at now, could only say two things. They were one way in the eyesight for public because they knew how to hold celebrity decorum. Or who they really were wasn't who we thought they were. And that's a little scary. Because you want to kind of figure out who really had the biggest role. And to be honest with you, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But if we're being fair, right? It doesn't look good. And it doesn't look good at the fact that one side of it, people want to protect the black woman, and there's another side that want to protect the black man. But there needs to be a whole group of people to jump off both of those sides and tell them what is best for the child. If some of us would heal from our co-parenting situations, we would be in these comments spewing a whole lot of different things than what we're spewing. The thing about this is they've let everybody into their relationship to where now it's just a mess. And I'm so sad for them because they can never, it's going to be so hard to come back from this. I'm not going to say never, but it's going to be so hard to come back from this. And to know that this is how it ended when we really didn't think it was going to end like this is tragic. It's tragic. I know what it is firsthand to be going through a custody battle. What, Kay, you got kids? Yes. And the custody battle that me and my husband, let's be clear, my husband, and I support him, I stand by him. It's not easy. It's emotionally draining. It's physically draining. And we've got to really we got to do something different, y'all. Baby mamas, baby daddies, we've got to do something different. This is getting kind of like so lame that we get so caught up in how we feel about each other. And we know the system that's out there, right? I'm not going to act like the system always favors in the woman, but about 90% of the system is going to favor in the woman. And if that man can't show himself to be a credible father, because of one time he maybe put his hands, he made the situation probably a little bit uncomfortable or toxic. But not both parties want to say, well, I did push his head first, or I called him a bunch of B's and a bunch of this, and probably even dropped a FAG bomb in there. I said all the stuff to say. I'm all in his face. We don't take accountability on both ends. Because it wasn't just one person that got us to where we're at. We both did this. But now our child is suffering. Going through the court, that shit sucks. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. I can't elaborate too much on here with my personal situation, but in due time. But it's very, very... We got to do something different. We've got to do something different. Even to the point where he's letting it be known it's so bad to the point now where I know we're not even going to work out. We need a third party to even do the visitations if I'm not going to be the primary sole custody person. Because now they're going in this battle and this back and forth of who's going to raise him. Well, I want to be the sole parent. If what y'all were giving us in the beginning wasn't real, like y'all were going to bring this child into a healthy environment, that y'all were going to stick it out to be the next, what happened? How did we get here? Did nobody stop and ask that question? Like, man, how did we get here? I'm gonna have to check that out. But how did we get here? And Halle being as modest as she is, so right now I'm assuming that she's out of the country. Maybe still filming. I think they're set to go back to court this month. Because that's the last thing I heard, that it was set to be back in court in June. I can tell you, it's draining. It's draining. Yeah, they were both unstable. But I don't want to quickly jump to say they were unstable because we really don't know. We really don't know. We can have an opinion of them being too young, not experienced enough, unstable. We can have all of these things, but we really won't really know. And what I can say and add my piece in there is the weight of fame. What we expect out of them when we don't have those same expectations in our own relationships. Uh-oh. Time for a real conversation. Yes, the standards that some of y'all put on these celebrities, you don't even have on your own self. So when y'all are in the comments saying some of the things that y'all are saying, maybe you need to preach what you're preaching and live what you're preaching. Don't shoot the messenger, just receive the message. Okay? So what I would really like for us to do is, for one, stop jumping to conclusions. Let's stop jumping so quick to what the ending is going to be, because we don't know. And for two, let's just see it roll out. Can we do that? Can we just see how it's going to roll out? Can we just see how it's going to end up? I will say this. I hope y'all get through this. At where it's at and how I see it's playing, y'all are in for a long haul. But all of this can really, 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 really just be ceased. It really can. Because you don't have to get the courts all in your business. But all of this can really, really, really just be ceased if we will just sit down as two parents and have a conversation. And say, you know what? We got to think about Halo. Our ship has sailed. We know we still got love that'll be there for us because this child is what's going to keep us connected for a lifetime. They'll never have no other parents but us. We've got to figure this out. And if y'all keep meeting back at that point, then go to therapy because obviously y'all want to be with each other. If it ain't about the kid and it's always keeping y'all in a place, it's about y'all. So go to therapy. Figure it out. Because you had a baby, and at this point, y'all are going to be entangled for the rest of your lives. This child, you're the parents of. No other parents. So, trying to make it seem like y'all don't ever have to be in contact with each other, get that out the window. That's so immature, and it's so young-minded. It's not going to work like that. If y'all are going to involve the courts, well, here they come. But if y'all can have a conversation to where the courts don't have to get involved, oh, how lovely would that be? So I wish that for y'all. Go somewhere where you can't be reached. Stay in probably 2 hotels, 2 villas. Always hear each other. Don't talk at each other, but talk to each other. And fix this. Really, can we fix this? Halo is so young and it's going to do so much damage. It's already doing damage. And it's only going to get worse. So please, keep us out of it and fix it. Let us know when y'all are on good terms. From here on out. No more leaking text messages. No more mamas and daddies and uncles and aunties speaking. It's between y'all. It was only y'all in the bedroom when it was time to make Halo. So it should only be y'all when it's time to figure out things for the better of Halo. That's just my opinion. Okay. Well, here it is. And I'm going to go check out your clips. I promise. I can't pull them up right now. Yeah, I don't see them. Let me try and see. Hold on. Let me try. Okay, so I see it here. But I don't see the link. I'm on YouTube and I'm looking at the comments, but I don't see the link. So oh wait. Okay. Okay, but to your comment, I'm not saying if there was anything that was physically done. I'm not saying that the mental abuse is not taking place. And I don't stand for any of that. But what I do stand for is that we understand that it's not even about all of that, because all of that has taken place because we can't figure out us. And the longer we keep doing that stuff, it is definitely going to separate us further apart. But we've got to find somewhere and realize that, okay, it's not about us. What we've been through, we've been through. You were wrong, I was wrong. Now how can we figure this out for the kid? That's really where I stand. I don't condone violence, abuse at all. It's not cute. It's not my tea. But what is very damaging and concerning for me is that this child is so young and we're so heavy and thick in it right now that at the rate we're going, he'll never see his parents ever in the same room. Never see them show any type of compassion or love towards one another. And that's going to cause him to do and have a way on this world that they will have to hold and answer and account for. Because he's going to mock and go after what he has seen from his parents so he can show out here in this world. And that is where I feel like we've got to put everything aside of how we feel, because it's not about, if it is that, like I said earlier, then we need to go to therapy, because obviously we still want to be together. We need to take our individual classes separately, maybe do a few of them together, because yes, we need therapy on how to co-parent, and then move healthy in a forward way. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like, I don't see it. I just see, I don't. I send a link in the chat about, yeah, I see all of that. It's a short clip. What is the clip's heading? Is it on YouTube? Can I pull it up and play it? Does it have any kind of music that will, because I want to see the clip. But again, I still stand on the child side. I can care less about these parents. If it's about them, then they need to figure it out and make it about them. But if it's about Halo, we're totally going down the wrong path. We're totally going down the wrong path. And that's just my piece. That's just my piece. You know, I don't condone any violence or mental abuse. It's not okay from any party to do to anybody. But my biggest concern in this with DDG and Halle is that Halo needs to see something real. And y'all are showing him definitely something real right now. But is this what you want him to see? Is this what you want him to know and to go after and put out here into this world? That's what we got to think about. Okay. This is a little heavy. This next little thing I wanted to jump into. We got a few more things. I think we're going to make about a 2-hour mark in here. I don't think I've ever really done a 2-hour mark video, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So this next piece, it's a bit heavy. Because I just didn't think that things have to go this far. Over the weekend, this man right here killed a black man. So over the weekend, this man right here, hold on, I'm trying to get the picture to show. This man right here, he goes by the name of Sin something. Sin Vegas, Sin City, Sin whatever. Sin is on the run. You know, this is why I never went over to Bigo. This is why I never really wanted to get myself into just getting out there and jumping on everybody's platform to have the messiest of the messiest conversations. to start beefs with people, because for some people, they don't know when to stop or when to put a cap on it. So this man right here is a content creator over on YouTube, TikTok, all the places you could think of. He has a YouTube. He has a Twitch, I'm pretty sure. He's got a TikTok. He's got everything that you could think of. This guy's a YouTuber. His name is Sin City Manny Wise. Shot and killed YouTube Finney the Legend and his wife in front of the Bellagio Fountain Las Vegas Hotel. Now, they want to try to say that this man is mentally ill, and we're not going to do that. He was totally fine, to the point where he wore these glasses. Now, so let me give you a little history, a little bit, a background on these two people. I'm going to try to find a picture of the other guy, Finney the Legend. I will not show the video because I feel that it's a little too much. But he goes by Finney the Legend. So let me type this in. Okay, here he is. So, just prior, a day before, right? He was in Vegas, streaming, going live, doing his thing, and just outside, just doing the dailies of the dailies. Here he is right here. We're gonna actually watch this without sound of his YouTube that he shot the day before he was gunned down. Okay. Him and his wife, along with some other people you can find a part of this event. But while that video is playing, this is actually the day before it happened. I'm going to give you a little background. So, this is two people. Okay. I see the link. I got you. So this is a situation where two people have taken a beef. There he is right here. That's Finney the Legend. That is the gentleman that was gunned down along with his wife. And I'm pretty sure we'll come across her. But he is in the Vegas areas and interviewing people and just catching all of that. As you can see, he has a great big smile on his face. Him and his wife were out just enjoying the evening. And here he is again. Some random people. I mean, these could be people he knows, but I don't really know. And they were just out interviewing, asking people questions, stopping, dancing with them, playing songs, all the things of the things. These were some of the kids, excuse me if they're not kids, but some of the young men, some of the fellas that was with him. I've seen them a few times in some of the videos. But he's just here. This is where you zip line. This is old Vegas, actually. So this is him right here in old Vegas. I'm pretty sure that's somebody he's with, another girl that he's with. But they were just kicking it. Public drinking, having a good time, not behind any wheel. It didn't look like they were really bothering anybody. You know what I mean? Camera was recording. Just, you know, they got it on that tripod thing where it's moving and catching everybody that walks by. And they're watching the camera from afar. So, you know, I'm pretty sure if somebody comes up, grabs their camera, they're going to know what to do about it. So that was... that was the day before. Then, 2 days before that, we got this video where you see them out eating. It's called Live from Las Vegas. Finny, I'm here. Okay? Lunch. You see he's at a table with a few people. Okay? These are some of the people. I'm trying to find his wife. And I'm gonna get into the background story, but I'm just trying to show you pictures. So I'm just showing you, like, it looked like, again. So I'm hoping some of these people will be coming out and speak, because there's that young man that we've seen from the other video. Now, I did not see any of these people when the shooting took place. He was just with his wife. Okay? And for YouTube purposes, I'm not gonna show it. It's just too graphic. But I would love for you to see his wife. She was definitely here. Okay, wait. Okay, here we go. So this is his wife. There she is. And the story is just getting ready to get crazy. So, they were at the Bellagio Hotel. Now, before we get to this moment, him right here, Finny the Legend, is a YouTuber, content creator. He is known, okay, as from what we can see on his page, he is bringing in anywhere, he got about 6.6K followers. His videos are averaging about 5,000 views, 644 likes. They had no idea that the day that they would die. Life is so crazy. Appreciate the people you love and I love on them. That's true. So this is them. Little do they know, like that comment just said, that they were having this issue. So Finny the Legend end up having an issue with this man, and in him having this issue with this man, it got bigger than what it needed to get. And so a lot of tit for tat things happen. But I think the last straw, in my opinion, for the gentleman that unalived these two people was when Finley the Legend was tired of his pages getting strikes and bans, because Sin City's people, I don't know if he was sending them or they were just coming, but allegedly they were reporting his page. And you know, when you're over here messing with my money, I got a problem then. So Sin City had his minions reporting Finny the Legend's page. So Finny the Legend had found himself in creating multiple page after page after page after page. Okay? To the point where he just said, you know what, forget it. I'm going to create a page, this next one, but I'm going to take your name and I'm going to put my name and I'm going to say you did something so special. You brought me a part of the fold. Now I'm Sin City Finny the Legend. The family loyalty page. You put it in the fold. And with you doing that, I think it started some real camaraderie, some real beef. So what happened on the day that these two beautiful souls were unalived, it was 3 days after this brunch. It was a night around 9 something, I could be wrong, but I thought the time said around 9, 10 p.m., Las Vegas Strip. right in front of the Bellagio Hotel. The gentleman, Sin City. Let's see if we can find his page. Just so y'all can see his comments. He gives me very much... Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, he's in custody. They have caught him. I think. Let's do some research. So his name is Sin City Manny. That's the video. We will not be showing it. But I want to find his page. I wonder, has it been taken down since then? Wow. Can't find it. But this was a planned shooting. I totally agree. And just right here on this video, if it'll give me a little clip, you can see and clearly see that he walked by, right? He walked by first. And when he walked by first, he had these glasses on, so you couldn't see where he was looking. So he made his appearance look as if he was looking straight head on. All right? So he walks past. The wife, I feel, notices him first. And the wife says, we're not about to do that. We're not doing that today. No, we're not doing that. He then takes some steps back. Now, at this point, we can't see the husband in the frame, but we see the wife, and the camera is behind her, and she is trying to stand in front of him to prevent them from even just having an altercation. Because in her mind, she just thinks he's going to want to try to fight, or you're going to try to run up on him. And look, we're not trying to have them problems out here. We're in Vegas on the Strip. It's the Bellagio. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You hear her say in the video, no, hey, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. The moment she says that, he reaches into his pants, he grabs his gun, and then 6 shots. Pow, 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 pow. Pow. She runs to grab the phone. Then she screams, oh my gosh. No. Pow. She was shot number 7. After that moment, he was on the run. Has it been confirmed that he's been caught? Let me go check. While I'm doing this, now, so the news is telling me video shows suspect in Las Vegas Strip double murder turning himself in. So let's see. It says that he turned himself in, but you know what? When I read that it says he said he acted out of self-defense, there was no way you were going to be able to tell me that you acted out of self-defense when you walked by and walked back to kill this man. I'm sorry. It's just no way that was self-defense. It couldn't have been. Okay, so he did. He turned himself in. We're watching it right here. But I can't. I can't find it in me to think that you did this. So here it is. This is the video captured by the Las Vegas News. He's there putting his hands on the wall. Okay. They're detaining him, putting him in cuffs. So he has been locked up. What gets me is this. He said, "You got any weapons?" Officer asked. "No," he replied. The first officer retrieved a chair for Ruiz, and he told them he was heading out to get a lieutenant. Ruiz was scheduled to appear in court on Thursday. He remained at the Clarks County Detention Center without bail on Wednesday. Okay? So this, if we scroll up, it says, video. The 8 News now investigating a payment on Wednesday shows Manuel Ruiz, 41, of a man accused of killing a couple on the Las Vegas Strip and then turning himself into the police. Ruiz, also known as the streamer Sin City Manny, faces 2 murder charges after Las Vegas Metro Police said he gunned down Rodney Finney of 44, known as Finney the Legend, and his wife, Tanisha Finley of 43, near the Bellagio Fountain Hotels. This confrontation on Sunday night was caught on video during a live stream in front of everyone. A beef between the two between the two streamers, police said. Ruiz later turned himself into Henderson and the police and told detectives he acted out of self-defense. A Henderson police officer body cam recorded Ruiz and waits for the lobby for the police station. Then yeah, you got any guns? Blase, blase, blase. So he's now going to be awaiting the trial. So a little background story before we jump to the last story of the evening. Sin City Manny and Rob, the Finley had an issue. Just social media clout. Who was better? Who wasn't? You know, that type of stuff. Like I said, Finney the Legend got tired of getting strikes and penalties on his page because somebody was reporting him. So then what does he do? He goes ahead and goes out and takes Sin City Manny's name and Finney the Legend and merges it. Says, hey, Sin City brought me to the family. The goal is to go out there and get Sin City's followers. To get him and his followers so he can build his new page back up. The day of this event, the day that this took place, they had set up their camera right in front of the Bellagio water fountain, as if this was just going to be a normal stream like we had seen 2 days prior. People walking by, interviewing, smiling, laughing, giving good cheer. We noticed in the video that Ruiz walks by as if he didn't even see them at all. He comes back. Wife tries to prevent. 6 shots to the husband. Bow, 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 bow. You see the shots. 1 shot to the wife. Bow. She falls with the camera and the phone. Police show up, they grab the phone and they say, hey, whoever this phone belongs to, because it's still live, please do whatever you can do. Call this number. We need information. It was them. This is sad. This is sad. It is no way that anything has to ever get to this point where now you will spend your life behind bars because you were so trying to be this content creator. And you probably would have been better off if you had plastic bullets in there. But for you to have real bullets, this was a premeditated murder. I heard out there allegedly that you had already put out there, Manny, that once you seen them, it was going to be on site and it was going to be over for them, allegedly. So if that is to be true, you cannot plead insanity. You cannot say it was self-defense because the camera in there shows nothing of them attacking you. Nothing of them coming your way. If anything, you hear the wife in there saying, hey, no, we are not doing this today. But you wanted to do it. You got to earn and take whatever comes with this. Because you pulled the trigger. Wasn't a BB gun. It was a real gun. And you need to sit and think about how disgusting that was. It even to me wants me to even, I gotta say it, but it seems a little racial. Seems a little racial. So, in due time, we will tell and we will see what it's going to be. But as of now, he has turned himself in. He is officially in custody. And I have a good feeling he's going to try to plead insanity. And I was trying to protect myself. You can clearly go to his YouTube and see he is not insane. He may slap on a few wigs. He may do some content that is funny, but that is no means, by any means necessary, he is insane. Or he can plead insanity. He was very much aware and knew what he was doing. If you ask me. He knew what he was doing. He showed up with the intent to do what he was doing. And I don't think he had no remorse for it. He didn't want to be on a run because he just knew that that was going to make it worse. And I'm pretty sure somebody rang in his ear. I did this. Ooh, I'm thirsty. I've been talking for 2 hours without nothing to drink. Oh. He did exactly what he wanted to do. This seems very racial, very premeditated, and I want to know why. My heart goes out to the Finley family. I don't know if they had kids. I'm pretty sure 43, you had family, if anything, that is going to be impacted by this loss. That is forever going to go down in history that we witnessed a live shooting take place on live. Sad. People are scattering in the streets of Vegas, not knowing why and what is going on. No way you were playing or fighting and saying self-defense. No way. This was not a case of self-defense. This was a case of I'm tired of you. We've been beefing long enough. And this is how I want to play. It was not okay. Okay. I'm hungry. I want to eat something. Last of the day. Last of the day. R. Kelly. So, R. Kelly and his team are saying, hold on. Let me get it. R. Kelly and his team is saying that pretty much I was told in jail by somebody that was on their way out of here because they was stabbed, allegedly, that I was really the prime suspect and that they wanted me dead. And that if I don't do or look out for myself, it's gone. I just had it prepared and ready to talk about, and it's been taken down. So that just tells me that it may be fake news. Okay? So I don't know. We're going to find out if R. Kelly was really set up. Cenat. Okay? He been going viral because everybody was like, he don't know nobody. He's 23. How do we expect him to know anybody? He only knows the streamers that he streamed with. So it went from him feeling some type of way because Tyler Perry didn't really know him fully. It went from him feeling some type of way, and I ain't gonna say he felt some type of way, but he has this thing to where he feels like, I'm Cenat. People should know who I am. But Tyler Perry didn't really know of him, and he didn't know the brat. Now people are saying like, Guy, you should know who you're talking about. Another situation happened with him and Wale. Wale confronted him about how he was looking on Twitch and it don't look good. And he said, we're going to talk later. Wale, you're too old to be getting pressed by this little 23-year-old. Can we just let Cenat be who he is in his time for him and his generation? Like, I'm just being honest. It's not that serious for us to be making all of this big hassle because he doesn't know people that are twice his age that could really be his parents. Okay? It is what it is. And it was a little bit of disrespect, I felt, Kai. I'm going to just get you here where you just walk in front of two women. Okay? Now let me teach you about some manners. You are young and you're 23. You should at least look to the left and look to the right and say, hi, how are you? How you doing? I'm Cenat. I heard that Beyonce will still go into rooms. And we all know who Beyonce is. But she will still go into rooms and say, hi, I'm Beyonce. It's not cocky. It's a greeting. It's what you're supposed to do. So, we're going to leave Cenat alone. Okay? Please. Leave him alone. All right, y'all. I think this has been a great video. We've been online for about 2 hours and 10 minutes. I know Twitch loved this. We've kept some really good numbers all the way up until the, last 10 minutes I seen. People was like, all right, I've been watching for 2 hours. Well, we kept some really good numbers. I think we hit everything that we needed to hit. I thank y'all for rocking with me. We'll be back tomorrow to stream live for this Diddy situation because Jane Doe just flipped the whole script. Jane Doe is allegedly 50 Cent's baby mama. You didn't hear from me. I will see y'all tomorrow. We out of here. Peace.